Balikan ko lang yon yung, what is the probability of Kerwin Espinosa implicating Senator Laila de Lima?
Well, palagay ko, I think it's it's almost sure. Why? Because I was told, or we read about it, that there are two books, one pink and one blue. And I think the pink book was the one used by the father, and the blue book by Kerwin. So, and I was told that they have the same contents because whenever Kerwin adds any data in the list, he makes sure that the other list contains it.
So it's updated?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, do you really believe in this pink and blue book?
Well, I don't want to preempt. I'm, with respect to the evidence, as a lawyer, hindi kami agad tumatanggap ng anything, nag-add kami ng conclusion. We have to first see to it.
Have you seen them though? The
No,
pink and blue
no,
book.
no.
Where are the pink and blue books now?
I have no knowledge actually.
Okay, but that is supposed to be yun yung dala-dala or nakuha kay Mayor Rolando Espinosa prior to him being shot.
Yes, yun ang pagkaalam ko.
And it's supposed to contain, Secretary, 226 names of politicians,
Yes,
members of judiciary, police, PDEA.
Oh, malalaking mga tao yun nandun.
Yun na nga, sir. Is there a plan to make this public, the names contained in that pink and blue book?
I don't know, but I think that once we get the affidavit of Kerwin, the names in these books would be reflected in the affidavit.
And the affidavit of Mayor Espinosa, can that still be used, Secretary?
That could be used to prove that the late mayor executed the affidavit, and for purposes of corroboration of the affidavit to be executed by Kerwin.
So if there was no Kerwin affidavit, Secretary, that affidavit of Rolando Espinosa is pretty much useless?
Pretty much useless,
Let's
because that would be tantamount to hearsay only.
I see. Senator Laila de Lima had already said that ayaw niya pangunahan si Kerwin Espinosa. But let's go back, Secretary, to the affidavit or the pink and blue book of Rolando Espinosa. It already says there, supposedly, that the #1 person who protected Kerwin Espinosa's drug trade is Senator Laila de Lima.
Yes, he is the
confirm that,
#1
sir?
on the list.
Okay. So being #1 on the list, sir, what is the likelihood that Kerwin Espinosa will implicate Senator Laila de Lima?
Sinabi ni Senator de Lima na ayaw niyang pangunahan, pero pinangungunahan sinasabi niya na sigurado kung sasabihin niya na I am one of them. Hindi ba sinabi na niya yun? So, hindi na dapat niyang sinasabi yun. He should wait for Kerwin. Tingnan natin kung ano talaga ang nilalaman ng kanyang affidavit, and then but he should not be the one to say na I'm sure that I'll be one of them. Perhaps she knows where he is coming from, but sinasabi rin niya na even if you cooperate with the prosecutors or the police, your safety will not be a guarantee.
Yeah.
I think those are statements that are not well taken.
Pero paano yun, Secretary? When do you plan to speak to Kerwin Espinosa? And is it important for you that aside from the affidavit na makausap mo siya to see if he is telling the truth, if there's something he is hiding? Importante ho ba sa inyo yun?
It is important to us. As a matter of fact, once it is decided that he applies for the Witness Protection Program, then I hope to be among the people in the DOJ to ask some questions so that we will assess his qualifications to be admitted under the WPP.
So when can he start applying for the WPP? #1, sir, first if he executes an affidavit.
Yes.
And then?
He applies.
Yun lang.
Which all could be done within the day.
So in one day, you can actually decide if he will be part of the Witness Protection Program?
I don't know if we could decide that fast, but we have to read, examine, reassess, evaluate the affidavit that is going to submit.
Who decides if he can enter the WPP?
The WPP director.
Which is under the DOJ.
Under the DOJ.
money, drug money getting in the bank accounts or making its way to the bank accounts of Senator Laila de Lima. Do you have any evidence to prove that, sir?
Actually, if you are Senator or Secretary de Lima, you are not going to put this monies, questionable monies, questionable transactions on drugs in your own account. You will put this in your close confidence, friends, relatives, and so we do not expect to find anything about this directly that will be under the name of Secretary de Lima, except with respect to the affidavit of one of his PSG escorts, where he said that he is being asked to run errands by de Lima to withdraw and deposit in a bank, in a Metro Bank account in Sukat. Hindi namin
Who's the security escort?
I think it's the name escapes me, but mayroon tayong
Okay.
He was presented in the Congress.
Oh, okay. So meron yun, Secretary. But I understand what you're saying, that if true, hindi mo naman lalagay sa bangko mo. But are you looking at people that are possibly, you said,
Yes.
close to her, na kung posibleng doon napunta yung pera?
Yes, you perhaps would remember the November 14 rant by the President against the members of the AMLAC.
Yeah.
Where he said that they are not doing their job, inutil. Well, after that, I conferred with the members of the some members of the AMLAC, and I was informed by the NBI that there was still a letter from the NBI asking the AMLAC about this many bank accounts relating to these drug lords. The letters dated January 8, 2015, 22 months after, hindi pa sinasagot ng NBI. I don't know if her being related by fraternity, by doon sa kanyang fraternity brothers sa loob ng AMLA has anything to do. About it.
But if that is true, Secretary, you have Congressman Ray Umali, who's also a fraternity brother
Correct.
of Senator Laila de Lima, and he has, conducted this investigation impartially or independently, kahit na po magkabrad or sisters.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah. But you're saying that meron ho siyang parang kabrad dito sa AMLAC. Dalawa. So, are you going to investigate them?
I was thinking that what they did for not providing the requested info for almost 22 months is criminal negligence.
Who are they?
Well, the number 2 man of the executive director and the head of the investigation.
Okay.
I am not, I don't know their full names.
There were rumors, was it Saturday, that apparently Dayan was supposedly captured. Did
Yes.
you hear about that as well?
So many reporters have been calling me, texting me, asking for confirmation. I tried to confirm, but negative pa.
Why is it so difficult for government to find him?
We were told that he is being protected by a big-time politician
From the north?
from the north.
And you...
At palipat-lipat siya ng pinagtataguan.
Yeah, but you have the resources of government to find
Yes,
this man.
I know we are going to get him.
Are you confident you will capture him?
Yes, very, very confident.
Within the month?
Within the month, perhaps.
By the end of November, you feel that mahuhuli niyo na to si Ronnie. And he's still in the Philippines, you're sure, sir?
Yes, baka makatulong pa rin yung 1 million reward.
But that's coming from the VACC.
That's
hindi
right,
ho ba?
actually coming from the BACC.
All right. Laila de Lima, I understand there are 4 cases. Are you planning to, number 1, consolidate them? And sir, when are you planning to issue a subpoena?
Actually, 2 Fridays ago, I issued already a department order consolidating all 4 cases against the senator and company. And we have already formed, as you know, 5-man committee panel to investigate this preliminarily in the Department of Justice, headed by Prosecutor Peter Ong. So I talked to Prosecutor Ong last week, and he said that the subpoena might be released within early this week. That's why As to when, as to how, hindi na po kami nakialam dyan kasi we might be accused again by some persons that kahit yung mga work ng 5-man panel pinakikialaman namin. So, if you have some question about how or when this subpoena will be released, I believe that you have to go to the 5-man panel.
What is the strongest evidence you can tell us against Senator Laila De Lima, Secretary?
Well, the two NBI deliveries of 5 million each in the house of Senator De Lima, and lahat yan because of they are almost unanimous. The affidavits of the inmates are very strong. In this affidavit of the inmates, naming some persons like Ronnie Dayan, Jonel Sanchez, that they are the ones, the collector of the Lima of the drug monies inside the Bilibid. When before, Secretary De Lima denied that they have a relationship with Dayan, he could very well say, how could a mere driver or a mere security or a mere bodyguard go inside the NBP and tell them that I'm going to collect money from you because I'm going to give this to Secretary De Lima? But once, when she admitted her alliance, her common law relationship with Ronnie Dayan, nag-ibang ng kulay. Because the probability of Dayan going inside the Bilibid collecting money, tumas talagang lumaki ang probability.